Okay, this will be an interesting one. I don't know what we're going to do with this. Right. We'll see how big we're going to make it. Okay, let's see what we have. It's something interesting. It is. It's this picture here. Pity it's got a crease down the middle, but we're still going to try and use it for something. And this is a Hester superannuation. I don't think my superannuation is going to be worth much, to be honest, folks. I just get it. It's just a part of the rules. You got to have it. Anyway, let's see if we can make this picture look interesting. But yeah, it's basically, yeah, it's not something I consider my future. My future isn't going to hinge upon how much money I've got in super. It won't. But when I get married to Luigi, there's going to be a lot of things, and that'll include me becoming rich. So basically what's in this account will have no bearing on my future, which I'm glad, because if I had to rely on superannuation to fund my retirement, forget it, folks. It's not going to work that way. I wouldn't have enough. I've spent a lot of time out of work. I work in sheltered workshops. I've been working in sheltered workshops now on and off for more than 20-something years. So a person who works in a sheltered workshop typically isn't going to have that much superannuation saved up, so it's not going to basically determine my future. And I'm so glad that I can fall back on something else instead of what I get from super. Anyway, we have it in the right place. I think we just need to enlarge it a bit bigger, or much bigger. But anyway, we'll just see how we go. So this is our first version. I like that golden sun, looks good. So now we're just going to go, this user interface is a challenge at times. It's a pain in the ass. So the horizontal is going to be, we're going to make it 150, and the vertical is going to have to be a lot bigger. So we're going to make it 100, and we're going 190. Surely that's too big. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be distorted. But yeah, it's like, I can't fall back on this anyway. So when they have the technology to fix the parts of my brain that are causing the disabilities that I have, well, then I'll be able to. Now, what the fuck has happened here? This is strange. Maybe that looks really odd. Maybe I've moved it out of place. I have. It slipped. It was like that. Now it's like that. Man, that's a pain. Maybe I just wasn't careful enough closing the dock feeder, and now we still have this. We just slipped it around. We just moved it. See that? That's different. So we fucked up. We had it nicely aligned, but I thought that's odd. Oh, we've made it too big because whatever. Sorry, folks. I'm not doing this very well. This was pushed back here, I think. Now it's just looking like shit the way I've positioned it. So now I'm just going to move that back there and hope that that it won't slide. I just want to get it into the same place as it was. I think 150 is too big for this. I'll have to try and work on this now. 145. And this one, 190. 190 is too big. Or maybe it's going to be smaller than that. I don't know how I'm going to make this work. So we're just going to go 100. Yeah, we're going to stay with 190. For some reason we're thinking that. So let's try that again with hopefully the positioning has improved. We don't have some odd unexpected result like that last one. I don't know how we straightened it up first go, but the first go was the good one. But I had to have a look. I wasn't sure how things were. Now that looks a lot better, except we still got this bottom bit. So we've moved it. Oh shit. Before, now I know what's happening. This is the I have to lift the dot feeder again. Sorry folks. That's the bottom of the page, and the bottom of the page is white. So we have to get rid of that dreadful looking edge. So we're just gonna, oh, this is such a pain in the ass to get it right. We have to slide it up on there. We're not gonna get it, we have to slide it up there, and we have to slide this back as far as possible, because it looks shit house. So we're now gonna have to do a bigger enlargement. So hopefully this won't slide down, and let's just try again. Now the X is going to have to be back to the larger setting, so maybe we're going to call it 160, and we're going to keep that one on 190 and see what happens. This is a bit challenging for some reason. Let's see how we go. Okay, out it comes. Well, that looks, again, we haven't done it properly. We've enlarged that off, but we still have that white edge. The first go wasn't like that. Now this is so annoying, folks. I'm going to have to do something to make that, to get rid of that. Ah, it's so annoying, folks, not being able to fix that. I got it right the first go, and now it's like fucking me over. So I'm just thinking we might have to resort to a bit of mutilation here of this original. Who cares if it's slightly mutilated? It's just a stupid fucking advertising. And now we've fucked it. We've made it worse now, folks. I don't know what I'm going to do with this image. I'm just sorry about the bad camera work. I'm just getting desperate here trying to make this look presentable. So I might have to hold it with my hand while I'm copying it to get what I want. This is so annoying. I don't know why I got it right the first go and not the second go. It just eludes me. So I have to just I don't want this to keep this brochure anyway. I'm just going to throw it in the recycle bin and help the planet. But I fucked it up further anyway. I don't know what's happened to my... Oh, that's because I've got it wrongly positioned. Sorry, I'm making all these errors left, right and centre. Nothing's working, nothing's producing properly. I don't know why I'm having problems with this. It was right the first go, and I just couldn't get it to look good after that. So there's always a trade-off here. I'm getting all these trade-offs. When I do something wrong, I do something right. And when I do something right, I do something wrong. So we're just going to use my camera hand, and you just print that off. And hope that I don't move it. I just want to make it precise as usual, but I have to use my hand, otherwise it's going to slide around. For some reason I fucked it up. Anyway, that looks all right, except now we've got the writing, so we do need to be on that large enlargement, but it looks better. We have to now go back, resort to a bigger enlargement on the, not the horizontal, it's on the vertical. We've got to make the vertical taller, so we've got to make the vertical taller, so the vertical's got to go up again. So the vertical, we're going to make it, we dare to make it 200%. So that'll hopefully work and get rid of all that nasty looking text that we don't want. We don't want the text, we just want the picture. So let's see how we go. Maybe it was because I put this up against the edge that this did not slide. So maybe it's right that I've done it this way instead of trying to persist with the other way. I can just see a little full stop, but I think we can say that's reasonable. We're not going to be perfect with this. It's folded anyway. It's got the crease, so it's not going to be perfect. I think that's going to be our center of our page. So we're now just going to print off another normal copy. So I'll just gently hold it, and I just slipped it, folks. Sorry. It's not going to be a perfect image. It's going to be fucking damaged. It's going to be fucking compromised because I was careless enough to slip. So I'm wondering if we're going to just keep it like that. But I'm so annoyed that this has taken me this long and I still made an error. I was careless and I made it slip. So it's not going to look totally symmetrical. Unfortunately, it's going to look a little bit compromised. I know it's okay to be imperfect, but sometimes I just don't want it. There's no place for it. So now I should have used the camera hand. Well, we're just going to use the camera hand. Again, I've moved it out of position, so I seem to have fucked this one up really bad. So it's going to look it's not going to look totally accurate. Hopefully that won't detract too much from the design. I mean, we're printing on a seam anyway. We've got a seam down the page around there, so we can't see the full stop on this side. So, oh yes we can, it's still there. So maybe it wasn't too severely moved, but it's going to make it hard to line it up. But it doesn't look like it's changed, funnily enough. Don't know why, because I thought I slipped it. Even a little slip can just cause a disruption, but it didn't seem to. We still see the little full stop on each quadrant, so that's a bit of a mystery as to why this has turned out better. So now I think we can call this quits. I think now we've made it look better. Gotta go. Oh fuck, I didn't press the button properly. On this phone. Gotta try it again. Sorry folks.